We often hear that it's good to be kind and generous, putting others before ourselves. But do people ever tell us about the risks of being overly kind and compassionate? In our world, not everyone returns the kindness we show, and there are many generous folks who end up giving away a lot of their money and energy without much thought. Can being overly generous be harmful, even risking your well-being? Prepare to be surprised by the unexpected downsides of kindness. Protect yourself from being taken advantage of. Let's begin with the first one. Number 1. Unrealistic expectations. The Stoics taught us to accept things as they are and not tie our happiness to how others behave. When you give without expecting too much in return, you avoid disappointment and practice emotional detachment, which can lead to greater peace of mind. It can be tough for us to be completely selfless when we're generous. Whether we realize it or not, when we give a lot, we often expect others to do the same in return. But when we need help with something important, we've trained people to rely on us so much that they assume we can handle everything, especially our own responsibilities. Because otherwise, why would we be taking on theirs? The truth is, your hope for reciprocity won't always be met, and what you'll experience is likely to be a mix of bad moods, fatigue, frustration, and disappointment. However, if we approach this situation with a dispassionate view, we'll realize that people aren't letting us down. They're just doing what we should also be doing, taking care of their own responsibilities. Number 2, when you're always giving things to people, they might start to expect it from you. According to the Stoics, it's important to remember that true worth comes from doing the right thing and being sensible, not just doing what others want. Giving in a balanced way and not overdoing it helps you stay in control of your actions and prevents you from forming habits that could hurt your emotional well-being. Think about it this way. People tend to get used to routines and habits, like staying in their comfort zone. So if you keep giving all the time, the people receiving your generosity might start expecting it all the time. This could make them rely on you too much and neglect their own responsibilities, because they know you'll always be there to help. The main issue here is not recognizing your own worth. If you don't value yourself, it's unlikely that someone else will remind you to do so. Don't expect others you're helping to act like a supportive friend because they might be more focused on their own needs, like a personal Robin Hood. But remember, this could negatively affect their own lives. Number 3. Another thing to consider is that your own priorities might get ignored. The Stoics, who were big on living wisely and virtuously, stressed the importance of setting boundaries and taking care of our own responsibilities. This is crucial for keeping a healthy balance in your life and not sacrificing your true self and well-being for others. If you're always putting other people's needs before your own, you might be running away from something inside you that's causing you pain and fear. Think about how you feel when you spend weekends alone or return home without anyone waiting for you. If you're doing these things to escape from yourself, it's going to be tough. You'll eventually have to confront your inner self, and in the meantime, your mood will worsen as you neglect your own priorities to take care of others. Taking care of yourself is really important for your well-being. Before you help others or do things for them, make sure you're happy and well cared for. It's like enjoying a chocolate before giving one to someone else, or cleaning your own house before offering to clean a friend's and enjoying some relaxation time. Remember, you should come first before everything else. Number 4 is that if you don't stand up for yourself and set boundaries, people might see you as weak. Being strong on the inside and having self-control is encouraged. When you have boundaries and self-discipline, others will respect you instead of thinking you're weak. If you help others too much without boundaries, they might start treating you like an authority figure. It might seem strange, but not setting boundaries can make people think you're weak, not strong. They may rely on you to do their work because they know you won't say no. However, once you start using the word no and setting limits, they will begin to respect you in a way they hadn't before. In the 5th point, you'll encounter many individuals who only approach you when they want something. Stoicism teaches us to value our ability to make thoughtful choices and use wisdom. By being selective in helping others through self-control and clear thinking, we can distinguish genuine people from those looking to take advantage of us. This helps us avoid wasting our time and energy on unproductive situations.